Well, how do you feel?
I'm excited. I've got to say, I was really surprised when I heard the acceptance speech. I mean, it was just amazing. It really sunk in what had happened. And then this morning to hear it again, I mean, I'm excited.
What was it about the acceptance speech that?
Just the tone of the speech, the gravity, the fact that it really felt as though here was somebody who understood what was going on in this country. And I've got to say, frankly, for the last 8 years, that has not been the case in my view. So that's it. It's that sense of hope, the sense of being able to put this country back on the right track, to try and heal some of the wounds that have been festering for the last 8 years. And so that's what it's about for me.
And then on top of that, we've got Tim Madden.
I just saw Tim. I was down in Libby's office, and that was pretty exciting. I think Nantucket and the whole Cape really came through. They saw what he has to offer, and
Well, Nantucket really did.
yeah,
I mean, that's
yeah,
really
exactly.
what set him over.
Nantucket really put
They
him
came
over the
back.
edge.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's great. It's great. And that kind of community support, too. I think that's at the very heart of effective and good government. You know, I've got to say personally, sometimes you wonder about the electorate. You know, you hear about, opinions that people have, and you kind of say, wait a minute, where am I living? So it's good to see.
How are we doing? The town
The
itself.
town?
Yeah. I mean, we've got some issues, don't we?
Oh, we've got some big issues.
Some financial issues.
Financial issues. We're already looking at a $2 million deficit. Just if nothing, without increasing anything, we're already looking at $2 million in the hole, and we have some big expenses out there. We've got some things we've got to deal with. The police station. The place is a dump. We've got to deal with that. We have our island home situation there. Again,
What are we going to do with that?
Good question.
It needs to be renovated.
It needs to be either renovated or redone. The problem with renovation is that it's really the building itself is beyond renovation, just in terms of getting up to the standards of the conditions that I would want to have my parents or grandparents living in. And so we've looked at some options there. Again, we're talking $20 million or more for doing that. Doesn't count land costs. That's assuming we can find property, land of our own to build it on. So yes, we've got some challenges. That's how I look at it. It's like, we have some challenges out there. We have some serious decisions that we need to make, and we'll be making those. I think we have a good board in place to actually be making some of these decisions now.
And you're enjoying it?
I am.
What
I'm
about
enjoying
Sherburne Commons? What are we going to do about that?
Good question. Boy, that's...
Do we have anything the town can do to help them?
It remains to be seen. I believe that there is a role for the town. Obviously it's on our property. We own the land underneath.
Right.
And so we are, one way or another, we're going to be involved in whatever happens there. I think personally that there are some opportunities to work out some mutual needs that the town has, that the whole concept of Sherburne Commons, the reason Sherburne Commons got built is because there was a need for it. There was a need for a place for people to go when they get to that point in their life. Not everybody wants to end up at our island home or at the homestead. And this offered an alternative. And I think that
But it was an expensive alternative.
Well, it was an expensive alternative, and as to how it came together and how it was built, and hindsight is always easy. We can look back and say, well, they should have done it this way, and blah blah blah. It didn't happen.
Right.
We're looking at a situation now, and that's, in my mind, we need to go forward from here. What are the opportunities here? What are the issues? How are we going to deal with these? And these are the issues that we've got to deal with. This is a biggie, along with a number of other biggies as well. So,
Okay.
yeah, exciting times. It's a great time to be in government, I've got to say. And one of the things I hope is that with all this new enthusiasm, all the new people that have come to get involved, I hope that they really stick to it, because we have, as a nation, we have incredible problems we have to deal with. We have the capacity to do it, but it's going to take us all to do it. We can't fight amongst ourselves. If we start doing that, forget it. We're down the tubes.
And the rest of the world is looking at us. Too.
Exactly.
They really are.
Exactly.
If we can face some of these challenges and meet them,
Yeah,
conquer some of these things,
absolutely.
it'll inspire the rest of the world.
Exactly, exactly. There's such a golden opportunity here for, we're really on the cusp, I think, worldwide of addressing some of these really major problems. And if we can all just get along together instead of fighting, these wars going back to the 1300s and all this other nonsense, really realize that there's only one race here in terms of the human race, and that we all need to work together if we're going to inhabit this very narrow bubble of a planet that we have here.